But mine are growing.
The fuck happened to you? The fuck happened to you? I had you perfectly. The fuck happened to you?
Technology, man.
I had everything perfectly set up and working. Oh, I'm an idiot. Never mind. We're good. I'm just an idiot.
I love how
Hold
that
up.
boils down to 50% of the things that happens and you realize that you're like, I'm an idiot.
You know what? If all this got recorded, I'm keeping this in the fucking video.
It got recorded on my end, I'll tell you that now.
All right, back to it. The time, episode 171. Welcome, everybody.
It's a week.
It's been a fucking week. Holy shit. But it's going to be a very interesting week to come. So basically what's been going on, technically it's not a set with a number. Festival Booster officially concluded. It is completely out. It is actually available for purchase at the Vanguard site, currently going on. Mm-hmm. So if people are over there, have fun. Say hi to Chris. He's chilling with Kai and the rest of the people over there. Mm-hmm. But that means that we're done with that set and nothing but set 11 in the leaks.
Yes.
With some fucking weird ass jank.
Dude, I'm actually not gonna lie. I'm a little bit excited for like what they're doing.
You realize if we do get to all 5, we're gonna have to do them, right?
I know.
Anyway, what we're talking about, we're gonna get to it. We got a very good episode for you today. So without further ado, let's see what is in store for us. Mm-hmm. But before that, if you're interested in buying any cards from TCG Player, please use our affiliate link down below.
Your purchases through this link help support the channel so you can bring more creatives like this straight to you guys.
And with that scripted part of the way, and Alex's allergies apparently acting up.
Yeah, I'm dying slowly over here. It's all good.
You know what the saying in the group is? Die quietly. Mm-hmm. We got some fucking weird ass jank. So if you guys remember from last week, we got a grade 1 that supports a common grade 3 that enables persona rides.
Yes.
It's just a weird ass boss unit that's in the common slot and it got a grade 1 support.
It's a way for you to play secret commander inside of Vanguard.
Well, Alice is completely right because there's more of them, and I did not expect for us to get more. And the first one we got, or technically the second one, we got Rock Shell Monster Cherokpede. It's a grade 1 8k with 1 line attacks going continuous rearguard during your turn. If your Vanguard's original power is 15k or greater, this unit gets power 10k, making it an 18k attacker. There's only one card in Brightgate that meets that condition.
Yep. It is a 15k grade 3 that says it cannot attack unless you have a set order.
Is it one? It is only one set order, right?
Yeah. Which I'm like, it's not even a condition because you use the Orpheus's red line, you guarantee
pretty
one.
Much.
Or use jail, just get a prison and guarantee one.
So I might try a thing for this. Because if we're going to do these decks, I have a really cool idea in my head right now. First off, you don't run Orpheus or the ride line. You run the Arkwright ride line, and you just run the grade 1. So you can get your research order that looks at top 5 for monsters.
These are monsters, yeah.
Because this is a monster. Your apparently main Vanguard's a monster, and you can throw other monsters in there to make this engine kind of cool.
Yeah.
But a full engine addition to this that I do want to try that I think might just well work with this is run the Cleaning Sisters.
Oh my God.
It just might work.
Phyllis over here like, I am determined to make these janky cards work. If I have to go through the sun and back, I will make these Cleaning Sisters work.
Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? There's no determination here. there's only 2 birds, 1 stone. We didn't do the cleaning sister when they got revealed. I'm like, dude, we can show this card and the cleaning sisters in one deck. Dude, bet.
I could have sworn a while back you were like, I want to make this work. I want to make these work.
Hey, if we had more time and we were like, ooh, what do we record now? I actually planned us to do the Griffagera decks again, where I made a Brenge version with the cleaning sisters, and I had someone run the Keter version with some other jank upgrade that's in there.
See, he was already brewing.
I'm always brewing. Anyway, enough of talking about a common. We're talking about one more common down the road that basically supports the same concept. But we got different kind of commons to talk about. Isn't that right?
Yep, we got some Keter support. Yelgown?
Yellow Gown.
Yeah.
Yellow Gown.
Yelgown. Auto rearguard. When this unit boosts a grade 3 or greater unit, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, costs Soul Blast 1. And this unit gets power plus 10,000 until the end of battle. Like, deja vu.
I know, right? Oh no, where have we seen this effect before?
Well, this is finally the last one. So we're done with the cycle.
Is it?
I think it's the last one.
I thought there was one more. I thought we covered only 3, and this is the 4th one.
Oh, yeah, we might still be missing the Stoichia one.
No, we got the Soikea one.
We've got
The Dragon Empire was the first one. We saw the Brink. I think we're missing Dark States.
Oh, yeah, we are missing Dark States anyway.
Well, we'll probably get it next week. Or maybe we did already get it this week and I just missed it, but we'll see. Anyway, moving on. We got some fun. Quote unquote fun. High rarity support that I don't know where it goes.
It's a splashable engine that you can put in any deck.
So now we're getting, instead of cycle 1 card, we're getting cycle triple rare, double rare, and rare.
Yeah.
Or common in this case. Well, when we talk about what's coming up next week, it'll make more sense. I'll cover this spliceable stuff.
That does make more sense.
What?
Continue. I'll tell you later.
Did I say something that clicked?
Oh, well, yeah, because like earlier it was like in the stream, it was like sure row, and then we're going to get like a cycle of like double rare, triple rare, and rares for Stoichia.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is a cycle of stuff
Yeah.
we're gonna be getting. I just realized that.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll cover the cycle stuff. You can cover Boobalicious in a bit.
Oh, God, okay.
Anyway, spoilers ahead, but yeah, cycle cards are going to start off with first a double rare grade 1 Knight of Brave Advance Cardigan. Grade 1 8k, nothing special here. Continuous triggered if you played a normal order this turn. This unit gets power 5k, making him a 13k booster or attacker. And then he has the second line of text of auto when this unit is placed on rearguard. Counterblast 1, search your deck for, or drop for up to 1 Uplifting Him. Reveal it and put it into your hand, and if you searched the deck, shuffle your deck. So it searches out a normal order, specifically named that. What that normal order is and what it does, upcoming, it's a grade 2 normal order, Uplifting Him. Play this with Soul Blast 1, choose 2 of your rearguards and they get power 5k until the end of turn, and then end of that turn, discard a card from hand, choose an Uplifting Him from drop, and put it into your hand. So basically, it gets itself back. It's a reusable order. So that's really interesting. You got a grade 1 that is a 13k because it searches out an order for a Counterblast that you play for a Soul Blast. So you can make that 13k a 23k, basically a 23k attacker, and then give 5k to something else on the board. On paper, that doesn't sound bad.
No. I mean, it makes 8Ks turn into 13Ks. She hits
Not to mention, it also, like for a Counterblast, look at it this way. For a Counterblast Soul Blast, you deck thin as well as give power to the board.
Yeah.
You got a Bedivere K combo in 1 card.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. As mentioned, these look to be like triple rare, double rare, rare, common. We don't know exactly specific type support. And yes, there is a triple rare attached technically to these 2 cards, but is super generic to be played in any Keter card that can just meet the condition.
Yep.
What are we talking about? We're talking about Forefront Knight Teethfall. Please tell me I read that semi-correctly. Is that Tightfall?
Tightfall. Tightfall? I think it's
Tightfall.
I think it is too.
Dude, that's a weird ass name. Regardless, grade 2 10k triple rare that says auto when this unit is placed on rigor other than by a unit's card ability. If you played a normal order this turn, Soul Blast 1, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to one card with grade less than or equal to your Vanguard from among them, reveal it and call it a rearguard if it's a unit card, and put it into your hand if it's a normal order, and then shuffle your deck. And it has a second ability, auto rearguard when this unit attacks a grade 3 or greater card. If you have 4 or more units, this unit gets power 10k until the end of that battle, making it a 20k attacker. There's a lot to unpack here.
Mm-hmm.
So, this card, correct me if I'm wrong, has so much specific text that I haven't seen in a card in a while.
So, basically what you need to know is that if you only play it from hand,
no,
but you can also.
That's why I said specific
yes.
text.
So, on the cover, it looks like if you only play it from hand, but you can also play. Technically, if you choose this from an order, you can also get it to proc 2.
Yep.
So there's a ways that you can get this on the board and cheese out more cards because it's basically like a cheaper Calbre, but gets better. It has better chances of proccing.
I believe that in set 10, we got a normal order that can work very well with this card in combination. I need to double check what that normal order does. It's also a Soul Blast cost, so this if you're running on any of these cards that we're currently mentioning, it's a very Soul Blast heavy deck.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure Drilling Angel is going to be a necessity.
Yes.
But the card I'm talking about, I can't scroll fast enough to find it, is a grade 3 normal order. Play this with Soul Blast 1, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, choose up to one grade 3 or less card from among them, call it to rearguard, and put the rest on the top of your deck. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you can call this if it's on the top, of course.
Yeah.
And then it's Soul Blast 2 basically to get 2 cards on the board with one order. Because you played that normal order, the condition of if you play the normal order this turn is met.
Yeah. And it becomes a 20k attacker if you have a full board, basically.
Hell, if you count the other normal, oh no, you don't because it misses timing. But yeah, there's a 20k attacker. Like that's honestly good in its own.
Yeah, because I mean, just
overall,
pump it up with the order that we talked about earlier. It costs 25.
No, you can't because you need to play a normal order to proc her ability. But granted, you don't need to proc her ability to gain the 10k. So if you've already had it on board, you can give her 5k. Yeah. It's all about timing.
Exactly.
Anyway, cool support. We'll see if we can figure out how to put it in a deck and test it out. Because there's not much Keter cards that actually run normal orders on a regular basis. Thegria is all about set orders, and we're going to look at that in a bit. MLB and PBO really just want to focus on their units. Graham Grace is the same way. Bastion is the same way. There's not many Keter decks that just randomly play normal orders.
Yeah, you can technically tech some into Youthberg, but I mean, you're so tight on space already that you really don't.
Yeah. So we'll see. Who knows? I can think of maybe Hexorb. Maybe Hexorb can benefit from this. You can play normal orders in Hexorb, right?
You can, but do you really have the space anymore?
Well, we'll see. We'll figure it out. That's something for us to figure out, right?
Yep.
All right. Moving on. We finally get to look at Boobalicious.
Oh,
not
boy.
quite.
So we got an interesting support grade 2 in the form of a double rare of Retrospective Dragon. Inspectus Otto. When this unit is placed on rearguard, you have a Vanguard with Thegri in its card name. You can cost Soul Blast 1 and discard a card from your hand. Search your deck for up to one grade 3 or grade 2 set order. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. And then auto rear guard. At the end of the battle, this unit attack cost, retire another rear guard, choose one of your glitter units, and it gets power +5 until the end of turn.
Honestly, not bad. Like, it's a fixer. You're not plussing from this card, but you are fixing stuff.
It fixes a lot. It gives you the orders you need for whatever situation you need to be in. It's on place, which means that you can proc it off of the top 5 from Thegria, call it, and then get it, so it's not just placed from hand.
And it's also Soul Blast, which is not as a detrimental resource as Cannon Blast is. You don't want to really use too much Cannon Blast in Thegria.
Yeah. And then the second ability where it tires into the rear guard, there are times where if you don't Persona Ride, you can't get rid of grade 1 maples. So this is a way to get rid of your grade 1 maples to reset them and drop.
Oh yeah, because grade 2 maple can't hit the board if the grade 1 maple still exists.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes so much sense now.
So it's a good fixer. And it gives power to a unit, so.
I can kind of see why this is a double rare card. Granted, the whole extra power, I don't think they needed it. Because Thegria basically just unlocked double Persona Ride.
Yeah. we'll talk about there in a sec. With or now. How do you say that?
Iptigisis.
Thank you. Thegria. It's a new grade 3 triple rare. Inspectus Otto. When this unit is placed by riding from a grade 3 with Thegria in its card name during your ride phase, until the end of turn, this unit may be regarded as having the same card name as the card it was rode upon. And then you can search your deck for up to 1 unit card with Thegria in its card name, put it into your soul, and shuffle your deck.
Fun.
Second effect is act. Vanguard once per turn. Cost, discard a card from your hand. Choose up to 1 grade 3 unit card with Thegria in its card name different from this unit's from your soul, and ride it as stand. If you rode, bind this card, activate Persona Ride, and you cannot ride for the rest of the turn. The power increase from Persona Ride stacks.
Of course, they had to add that little reminder text at the bottom.
Because you can now double Persona Ride.
See, before I always did think of Persona Ride as a switch of you activate Persona Ride is active. There's no activate more Persona Ride. No, it's active. That's it. That's how I always thought Persona Ride worked. This card just said, nah, man, nah, fam. Persona Ride never worked like that. Persona Ride is basically a continuous ability the player has gained, and he can gain that continuous ability apparently multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
It just, until now, no card was able to do that.
For breaking walls.
Breaking walls. So there's a lot to unpack here.
Mm-hmm. First things first. When you ride this, it just basically is whatever your Vanguard is at the moment, and also fixes whatever Vanguard you want to go into.
Pretty much. Oh, I'm on Light Thegria. Let me ride this. I'm technically still Light Thegria, but I'm going to find Dark Thegria, put into Soul, use the second ability, ride Dark Thegria, activate Dark Thegria's full ability, and get Persona Ride on top of that.
And then having double Persona Rides means that if you have the grade 3 set order, not only are you giving 30k to your front row, but you're also drawing 4 cards.
That actually will not work that way. The problem with the grade 3 set order is it says that if you have not ridden this turn, activate Persona Ride. The only way to keep this on Vanguard before using her ability is not use her ability the prior turn. Because if she's been placed, you can't really use the set order. The reason it has a reminder text is when you Persona Ride the new Thegria on the new Thegria during the ride phase, that's 1 Persona Ride. You can still activate her ability and get the second Persona Ride. So that's where that comes in. Unfortunately, Grail does not break this.
No. I'm talking about like the set order, the one where you get an extra draw, an extra 5k for Thegria.
Oh, I thought you meant the set order doesn't activate Persona Ride either.
No. But it says when you would Persona Ride, you draw another card, additional card, and get an additional 5k. So each time you Persona Ride, you're drawing 2 cards and giving plus 15.
Yeah.
So essentially, when you double Persona right now, you're getting plus 30 and drawing 4 cards.
Correct. But like I mentioned, the only way to double Persona ride is to stay on her for a turn, and then next turn ride a new copy of her, and then do all her skill shenanigans. Which, granted, you basically get none. You don't get a restaining Vanguard, you don't get the full effect of light, but you get a double Persona ride if you really want that.
Yeah, you really need that power, man.
Overall, this is a very interesting card in addition to Thegria. I want to see how the rest of the glitter ones are going to look like if this is looking like this. There is one thing to mention, and it's about timing with this. And I think you and Hector kind of figured that out, deck building and playtesting already.
Yes.
So you go for it.
Yeah, we thought, it's a whole do as much of the skill as possible so that you can just ride this into your ride line and go into it and do the dumb stuff. No, it is still locked to riding to the grade 3 Thegria.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you can't cheese things, because the reason we were doing this is because the second skill is not locked to your opponent being a grade 3. Which means you can technically Persona ride while your opponent is a grade 2. You just have to cheese your way by running Drilling Angels or some way to put the Thegria into your soul.
Oh, yeah. So there's a couple of ways to look at this. You have a couple of options that you can go down. You can either put this in your ride line, and by ways of Drilling Angel, like you mentioned, or other ways to put grade 3 into soul, basically get a Persona ride turn while they're still a grade 2, mind you. This is not a grade 3 opponent restricted. No. They're a grade 2. If you got a grade 3 Thegria in soul and you roll this from your ride line and you activate her ability, ride whatever Thegria is in the soul, hey, Persona ride's active. You're a grade 2. I don't care.
And the fun part is technically you can use the grade 2 set order. Once you ride from your ride line into light Thegria or third Thegria, you can just use the grade 2 to ride this, and then you proc a skill to ride the other one back again and activate Persona ride.
Pretty much, yes. Like if you put light Thegria in your ride line and ride this with the grade 2 order, you're gonna use this thing skill to do the thing. Yeah. So there's multiple avenues, but the thing about that is you're basically just getting a Persona ride turn and you're staying on a vanilla Thegria turn. Yeah. You're sacrificing the potential of going light first and then using the grade 2 order to get Dark's ability active right away. But you can get a Persona ride turn at least out of it. The only way to be optimal is to use this card on turn 4 and be on light Thegria when you're on turn 4. Yeah. That's when you get the most benefits. That's when you get light Thegria's name as this name. That's when you can put a Dark Thegria into soul, re-ride Dark Thegria, get her full restand ability, and have a Persona ride on top of that. One thing to know, I think that might be the line of play. Just the biggest weakness about this card is seeing this card. Or correct me if I'm wrong, there's enough search engines to help it.
Yeah, I mean, you got Maple, and you got all the other stuff in your deck.
So we'll see in practice. I do want to see how this runs. It'll be very interesting just how stupid this can get. Anyway, I think we said enough about her, right?
Yeah, you got enough.
Are you tired of the same old lame deck boxes cramping your style? Are you tired of complex designs confusing you in your day-to-day life? Does the carpet not match the drapes? Well, no longer. Introducing Zero Damage Deck Boxes. Form-fitting, functional, and pleasing to the eyes. Match with your favorite units. Hold all of your cards and dice. Your taxes too difficult? Use them to file them. You can even wash your car. Clean your body with them. Clean that dirty body. You know what it is. And so much more. You can find all of these hot hits and more at ZeroDamageGaming.com. Use promo code TOPDeckHeroes at checkout for a discount. Not responsible for damage to product when washing in shower or car.
Moving on. Yay! We got some rare support finally. We've been looking at nothing but common so far, and we finally got some double rares and triple rares. And now we can get also the other rarities such as rare. And we got a grade 3 Dark States 13k power Recite a Spell Dragon. Ego's Auto Rigor. When this unit attacks, if you play it in normal order this turn, counter +1, choose 2 normal units from your drop, put them into a soul, and this unit gets 5k until the end of turn. Right off the bat, the first card that comes to mind is Silverthorn. You play normal order in there to gain the whole 5 attack combo, which means this is just another way to kind of CB, give power, and fix your soul. It is CB heavy for Silverthorn. You don't really want to do that in Silverthorn, but hey, it's an option. Other decks? I don't know any other decks that play normal orders
Yet.
consistently in Dark States. Oh wait, Chaos is technically. Oh shit, this might be Chaos support. Held the phone. This just might be Chaos support.
Just puts all your triggers you guarded with back into your soul. Different
Yep.
names. Gets
No,
power.
to normal units. It has the same
Oh.
problem as the fucking Chaos order had. Holy shit! Like, why is it gotta be normal units? Why are you making Chaos difficult?
Also, this could also be part of the cycle cards that we're going to be getting
Potentially.
because it is a normal order. It could be a whole another normal order cycle thing. You can splash in the decks.
Potentially. But only time will tell. We're not going to dwell too much on a rare, but we're going to look at a common for Dark States now. Dancing Princess of Weightless Sightseer. It's a grade 1 8k common that says Auto Soul. When you play in normal order, you may call this card to rear guard. If you're called, choose a card from your soul and put it into drop.
That's an interesting.
So it's a Soul Blast 2.
Technically, yeah.
I mean, you get a unit on the board, that's fine and all, but at the same time, it's Soul Blast 2 in Dark States. Not a lot of Dark States want the Soul Blast 2.
I mean, we know that we're getting Greed on Masks, so this is a free unit on the board. And you play a Mask, which is a normal unit order.
You're not wrong. That is... Fuck, you mentioned normal order. Like, the same thing can be said about the other guy.
Yeah.
You play a normal order. It's the Mask is a normal order.
Mm-hmm.
There might be potential here, but I need to see everything we're gonna get. I need to see Greed on Mask first. All right, moving on though, we got some interesting Drag Ritter support. Sadly, not for Eugene.
Yes. Drag Ritter Quasm?
Quazim.
Act Rearguard. Cost bind this unit. Choose up to 2 face-up cards from opponent's bind zone, and your opponent puts them in the bottom of their deck in any order. If you choose cards with this effect, choose one of your Vanguards and he gets power +5 until the end of the turn.
Doji.
No, sadly.
Why not?
I mean, yes, actually. Yeah, Soju Doji. I mean, it hits fine. It hits face-up cards in your bind zone. I thought it was face down, my bad.
And it binds itself
Yes.
face up, not face down. It is
not
not
a-
Gendiva support.
It's not a stealth, though, which is sad. So
It is.
But this could also be hints for Kaiser
Shit, you right.
because it binds and it also interacts with your opponent's bind zone.
Shit, you. Ah, damn it. Why'd you gotta say that now?
I mean, it's the thing that's going to happen.
Just embrace it.
Yeah, embrace it.
I'm honestly not looking to Kaiser that much because
And
I
to
know
get-
the stupidity it can do.
And it gets a Vanguard 5k, which Kaiser's one of those where you want the Vanguard to be big enough to hit everything.
Well, talking about Kaiser and looking back into the past, we got some history collection upgrades. We thought only the strides and crits are going to get upgrades. No, they decided, you know what? This Cray Elemental normal unit, this could use a little revamp.
A lot of them, actually. But we'll start with this one. Rayne Elemental Pension? I forgot how to say his name. Anyways, it's a... so its new skill is Auto Generation Break 1. When a unit is placed on rear guard during your turn until the end of turn, all of your opponent's rear guards in the same column as this unit lose their abilities and can't gain them.
So, for comparison, its old ability was Auto Rigor GB1 Counterblast 1 Until the end of turn, all of your units in the same column as this unit lose resist and not gain resist.
Yep. Now it just loses all abilities.
So in all technicality, it is an upgrade.
And it doesn't require CB. So yeah.
And it doesn't require us to be correct. And it just needs to exist on the board.
But it did lose.
Oh no, it's a win place. Sorry, win place.
Yeah. So it turned to a win place from an act. So it's a weird change, I guess.
I will say one thing. I'm not a premium player. So when I saw this card, other than removing stuff like resist, I can't think of any card that you can target with this that you would need in premium currently. There's no card on your opponent's board during your turn that's like, I need to get rid of that thing's ability. Not just that thing, just that thing's ability. Like, nothing really comes to mind.
Let me think.
The only card that came to mind was a Murakami Grade 2 that said, when this unit intercepted, you can bind one of your, or retire one of your opponent's rear guards. But at the same time, I'm thinking like, cool, they can just put that card in an Excel circle and then this Elemental can't touch it, period.
This is also really good for if your opponent sets up a good defensive skill. Like, you're going against Gear Chronicler, right?
Yeah.
And they have the G card that spins cards, but they also have, what's her name in the background? The cat.
Yeah.
So you can shut down the cat so that it's a dead card on the board if they try to do the whole G
well,
card
it's
display.
basically, it's a Steamate. And I know what you're talking about. Whenever a G guard and then you bottom something of your opponents. Yeah, I know the combo. I saw Eric use it.
Yeah.
All your opponents' rear guards in the same column. Okay. I was honestly thinking potentially put this behind the Vanguard and shut down some of the Vanguard's auto abilities defensively that some of them have. No, this just shut down the rear guards. But yeah, I can see that. So there is niche
It's like when
uses.
It's like when you go against your Messiah deck and you like to use the whole counter charge locking and unlocking for G guards.
Yeah, that would be annoying not being able to use that. I'll admit.
Yeah.
So yeah, all right. So this has some options, but that's the first one out of 3. The second one, we got Light Elemental Peaker. It's back with a new ability that goes continuous rearguard. This unit cannot be chosen by opponent's card effect. And auto rearguard Generation Break 1. When your power 11k or less Vanguard is attacked, choose one of your Vanguards and it gets power 2k until the end of turn. This is not a once per turn skill.
No.
So basically, this makes every single old GB2 ability Vanguard that everybody's gonna play because of the new History Collection Strides, 13k basis basically.
Yes.
And I love the fact that it gave it a continuous resist ability, so it stays on board.
What this also does is lets people play fun cards that they never played before. Because there was jump rides back in the early game for like Grand Blue and stuff that were 10k bases. But if you just put, oh no, it just 11k or less. Oh yeah, less, yeah. So you just put the jump ride and put this behind it and then make it a defensive.
Oh my god, you can make grade 2 and grade 1s bigger.
Yes,
it says
technically.
put an 8k grade 1 down. Oh look, I have a 10k grade 1.
If you're doing the whole ride down thing, yeah.
Not even the ride down, like, oh, I'm gonna go first. Ride grade 1. Put this in the back row. I am now 10k. You cannot damage me normally.
But I'm pretty sure this was incentivized for, oh cool, we want to make people use strike breaks.
To be fair, I'm an idiot. To be fair, reading is hard. It's GB1, so.
I mean, after you activate GB, yeah. But that's why I said ride down, because most of the time they'll stride and then ride back down.
Well, good thing they removed a Sphere and Zazan, so you can't activate GB in the early game.
For now.
For now. For reference, its old ability was basically the same. It did the same thing, but for 10k or less Vanguards, and they gave it 1k power. It basically made 10k Vanguards and 11ks, because back in the day that was needed. Now it's just basically upgraded for today's time where almost every unit is a 13k Vanguard.
Exactly.
All right. Now for the biggest change.
Oh god, the big Kahuna, Light Elemental Honolly got a big upgrade in the form of continuous rearguard. All of your rearguards cannot attack the Vanguard during the 5th battle or more unless they counterblast 1. And then act rearguard cost. Remove this unit, and you get When your opponent's rear guard would attack the Vanguard during the 5th battle or more this turn, it cannot attack unless your opponent plays Counterblast 1 until the end of your opponent's next turn.
My God, they basically gave the player the effect of the for reference, the old Honolly. Not only did it say all rear guards, continuous rear guard, all rear guards cannot attack the Vanguard in the 5th or more battle unless they Counterblast 1 is paid. It also had the second ability of when this unit is placed on rear guard, choose a face-up card in your damage zone and turn it face down. It was basically, if you want to play this and keep it on board, to cuck yourself and your opponent from more than multi-attacking, you got to CB1 first. That completely went away.
And the best part about this is a lot of the people were like, well, cool, well, let's pop Honolly. I don't have to worry about Honolly. And I didn't go, no anymore.
Pretty much. It's like, and I'll use it when I need it. I see you setting up a stupid turn. I'm going to use it now. Goodbye.
And the worst part about it is if they activate that means they're not restrained from attacking you.
Oh, no.
5 or more times that turn.
Oh, no. This thing goes away and it's like, I can attack you up to any number I want. You, however, gets fucked.
Yeah. This card is so dumb.
They just basically unrestricted her and made her better.
The worst part is this card gets even worse when you think about this as in premium. See cards like Luard and stuff that searches grade 1s and just puts it onto the board.
And I do agree. The balance is remove it. It basically removes it from game. It's not a remove, put the drop zone. It's a remove it.
Yeah.
So you only get one Hollandly per copy of Hollandly per game. So it really incentivizes people to use it right when they really need to. So it basically upgrades skill play because you need to know when you're going to need to use this in the right moment. Because you go, I don't think my opponent's going to attack that many times and then die, or use it and then your opponent doesn't pop off and it's like, well, damn, I wasted this effect now.
Yeah.
So it really rewards knowing when to use Honolly.
Exactly.
Overall, just a fucking upgrade. Anyway, moving on to the last leak of the week before we hit the news section. We got an interesting comment that fucking supports the build budget decks theory.
God, this is in my opinion, the worst one to support. You have Blessed Rayne Fairy. It's a grade 1 act drop. If you have a Vanguard with Shield Fisher in its card name, cost Counterblast 1, calls card to rear guard and gets power +5.
To be clear, what's Shield Fisher?
It's a grade 3 with 18k power. It says continuous Vanguard and rear guard. You can only attack if you call a rear guard other than from hand.
Oh no, Stoichea. That's really hard to do.
Oh cool, this correct card support that brings itself back from the drop for a CB.
God fucking damn it.
It's
an 18k base Vanguard.
Which means that you have to really swing over to hit this thing.
This just brings back MLB V Premium PTSD.
This is MLB V. It's the same power as when it did that on a stick.
Someone's gonna have to face this. I really hope it's not me. Anyway, yeah, so with this card getting revealed, the grade 1, that basically makes a Stoichea common boss unit upgrade, a Dragon Empire common boss unit upgrade, and a Berenge common boss unit upgrade. So we can now play this game of what Keter and Dark State's common boss unit upgrade are they gonna upgrade?
Well, see, the funny part is when I looked at this, I was like, what is the most generic common continuous effect for that as a nation that's possible? I actually called this when I looked at it. I was like, this seems like the dumbest thing they could do for the support this.
So there's one in Dark States that comes to mind immediately. In set 7, I want to say, there was a common grade 3 that had the Vanguard ability Soul Blast 6 trigger units. No, Soul Blast 6 grade 0s, not even trigger. Soul Blast 6 grade 0s, Soul Charge 6, and choose 6 of your rear guards and give them 10k, or 6 of your units and give them 10k power. That might get chosen for an upgrade in this set like these were. But that one also got in the same set a grade 1 that says Soul Blast a grade 1 or more cards. Choose 2 grade 0 cards from drop, put them to Soul. So that thing already got a type of support. So if it gets more, what kind of support is it going to get?
And then we got what left? Keter?
So Keter has I don't know any Keter boss units, actually. I don't know any grade 3 Keter boss units that were in the common slot that have Vanguard abilities. Because all of these have Vanguard abilities. That's the one key part about them.
Yes.
The Dragon Empire one had a Vanguard ability that you Persona Ride. Technically didn't have a Vanguard ability, but it's tied around Persona and you can only do that on the Vanguard.
Yeah.
This Stoicheia one has the Vanguard ability of they cannot attack because it's an 18k base. And same thing for the Brain one. There's a 15k base and it also had the Vanguard restriction cannot attack. The only Dark States one with the Vanguard ability that comes to mind is the one I'd mentioned, and I can't think of any Keter ones off the top of my head. Commons. Let me specify commons.
Well, I guess we're going to find out whenever we see them.
Dude, the grade one's going to drop on a leak. And we're going to go, what unit? Look it up and go, oh shit, that exists.
Yeah.
Is regular Vanguard only?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense. Why would it be Vanguard? Never mind, ignore me. Anyway, that has been it for the news section. Actually, not news section. Wow, leaks. Technically, there's a little bit one more thing I'm going to mention, and I'm just going to slide through these over the screen. The festival booster is including, of course, FFRs, and the 5 lyrical girls that got support in this set are getting FFRs with technically different art.
Yeah, they're all smiling or winking in some way in the full frame rares.
Exactly. I gotta mention, Felty Rosa on her FFR art looks 10 times more like 02 than ever before.
Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, off subject, I just now thought, we're going to know what these are before they even get leaked, because I guarantee you somebody in the comments of this video is going to go, this is the card for Keter, this is the card for Dark States.
Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%. I'm hoping. Because I can't remember. You can't remember. So I'm hoping they can remember and tell us what there's going to be.
Exactly.
Speaking of Festival Booster still, it introduced something. Or technically didn't introduce something. It surprised us. Nobody knew this was coming. And at the Vanguard site, when they opened up packs, there is reprint cards in the set, of course. The whole special reprints, not just actual reprints that are in the set. Like the special ones, the triple reprints. Guess what they are?
Melty and forgot the name.
Yukia or Yukai. Or I always mix her name. Yuika. There you go.
Yuika, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So those two are getting reprints and Festival Booster, which honestly is cool because both of those are super generic and super fucking good.
And expensive. So those are really, really needed reprints.
Exactly. So that's something to look forward to. And then speaking of stuff to look forward to, next week on the Tuesday stream, we're getting a lot of good goodies. First off, we're getting delivery report after Grand Vanguard Festival 2023. That Vanguard site that's currently happening. They're going to report on it. That's going to be honestly an awesome time. Excuse me. And then revealing Avaricious Demonic Dragon King. Greedon Mask. The man went from Godfather to fucking king. And of course, they're going to be revealing next time a new Desire Devil. I can't wait. And then last thing on the Tuesday stream, revealing more updated reprints of cards from History Collection. And we have confirmation that one of those reveals is going to be the OG First Stride Harmonix Messiah. Safe to say I got excited.
And I know a lot of people did because, dear God, rip the buyouts for that card.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. Anywho, regarding the Thursday stream, we will be getting, if I can find the damn information, sometimes it just gets lost. From Clash of Heroes set 11, we're gonna be getting Rora and his support cards that make an appearance. And then the thing we were talking about, the cycles, also it revealing cycle cards for the triple rare, double rare, and rare slots for Stoicheia. Fun.
Yup.
So we can kind of assume those triple rare, double rare, and rare slots are something similar to what we saw in Keter. Granted, in Keter we saw the order be a common, but the same logic can apply. Or these are completely different from the Keter ones, and we're going to get Keter triple rare and double rare cycle cards on top of what we already gotten. Which I think is impossible because... Actually, I'm going to retract my current statement. It's impossible because we're more likely getting only 3 triple rares per nation. We already got Thegria, we already got the double or triple rare we talked about, and we're missing Ezel.
Oh, don't worry. I'm getting ready to throw this right down the drain. Ready?
Ready.
So, before, whenever we got support for Tamiyura, there was always 4 triple rares for Dragon Empire because Tamiyura got 2 triple rares for each of the nightmare or the dolls.
Yeah.
This is the first time we're getting support for Tamiyura where it's not the dolls, so we might be only getting 3 triple rares for Dragon Empire, which means there's a freed up triple rare slot, if so.
Let's not and never say we did. With that, I don't want to think about realization out of the way. We're going to go into the news section. But before we do, if you're interested in buying any cards from TCG... not TCG. If you're interested in any cards that we just mentioned, go check out Triple Sleeve TCG.
They got great deals on singles, clan splits, and even cases, so go check out the website.
Link will be in the description. All right, so... news section. There's actually quite a bit to talk about. First thing I did want to bring up and mention is that later down the road, the Brochure online store is going to supply itself with some cool looking extra products in sleeves and boxes. And they're going to look something along the lines of this. Alex fucking gorgeous in my opinion.
Dude, I want one of every one of these for Stoicheia and then one set of the Dragons sleeves.
So we're getting these sleeves and boxes and then other boxes and playmats. And if I understand correctly, this is going to drop sometime in July. There was a previous similar design, but all nations that they did on the Brochure online store. I actually did order one of each. So that is coming. Of the sleeves, not the boxes, just the sleeves. So I'm hoping we can get our hands on these as well again. It's just one of those things like for the Brochure online store, when these drop, they drop. And you got basically an hour window to buy it before the buyouts happen.
Because everybody has access to this. And yeah, there's
the whole world says buy.
Yep.
Anyway, moving on, let's actually talk about Vanguard products in the sense of the product schedule for English. So during this week, we got the English conference presented to us by Bushy Matt. With a cool looking video. Really liked it. And in that video, he gave us the production schedule for our product schedule for the next coming months. And as you can see on the graphic on screen, for audio listeners, just listen to my voice. Premium battle deck sets, the Pale Moon and the Grand Blue ones that came out on May 12th. Now we look to the future and the next things we're getting is on June 9th. Not only are we getting the Dragon Masquerade set 10, we're also getting the Stride deck set for Messiah. Call me hyped. After that, we are getting the Festival Booster 2023 on July 14th. And followed by that on August 11th, we got the History Collection. Now, for the Glitter sets 11 that we're currently looking at leaks of, that is going to come for English all the way up until September 15th. And followed the next month on October 6th, we are getting the trial decks for Grand Grace, Favalneal, and Orphist. So, a lot of good stuff coming. But there's one more, a huge thing coming.
Huge.
Yeah. Tuesday stream not only revealed like a lot of good stuff like Thegria and shit like that, it also told us about set 12. And Alex, you're right. You can stop gloating. I gloated you on Twitter.
Detective Alex, here for your duty.
So not too long ago, Alex had the theory. The first episode had that opening trailer where it showed future clips from future episodes. And back then, Alex said, wait a minute, the hooded figure, we can't see the face. He looks like dun-dun-dun-dun, bah. He was right. Because in set 12, we're getting Orphist Mask.
I mean, it's pretty obvious from the support, but I like that, like, you know.
I mean, look at it this way.
skills.
We honestly, on this channel, predicted Orphist Mask a long while ago. The
Yeah.
reprints from set 7 and 9 and whatever, when they used that Orphist guy that's retire 3 Shadow Army tokens, give it a crit, that nobody uses. It was like, this has got to be mask support. This has got to be something for Orphist Mask down the road. And then we were also speculating like 2 per nation and stuff like that. Like, we were speculating that if Brentgate got a mask, Orphist was going to have to be. And then the episode dropped, and it basically confirmed stuff. It was just a question of when at that point.
All right, Philip. Now we need your prediction to come true.
Which is?
We need a Eugene mask to happen.
I don't think the world can handle the amount of muscle that deck would need to require to run.
No. Me and the guys talked about this last night, actually. So, Eugene has an eye patch, right?
Oh, God. Oh,
So
God.
if he gets masked, does it go on the eye patch or the other eye? Or does it go on the gun?
God dang. Now, this does open up a very interesting point of conversation of, all right, so let's assume that Orphist masks are not the only mask.
Oh,
We
obviously.
got 2 masks per nation in set 10. So what's the other Brentgate mask in this case?
Oh, keep in mind that we also have Greed on masks now, so there's technically could be 3 per nation.
You're not wrong, but let's wait on Greed on until we get them.
Yes.
Honestly, out of every single thing in Brentgate, the only one that really makes sense to me to be masked is either Velstra.
Which would be funny as hell.
You know I jump on that train. Or Gravidia.
I could see Gravidia, sadly. Reason I say
Exactly,
that is
right?
because, reason I say that is because Gravidia on paper doesn't have to play orders from hand.
No.
So it can afford to play a mask from hand if it needed to.
Yeah. And then the mask ability from drop is just an ability from drop. It's not even playing an order. So
And
you're
it's been-
fine.
And it's been getting the short end of stick, in my opinion, of support.
Not to mention, it will benefit you a lot going into normal Gravidia, getting the whole effect of, deck fit and draw,
Yeah.
and then going into mask, and then gives you more incentive to just ride the old Gravidia again, deck fit more, and then use a mask again.
Yeah.
So we'll see. The full predictions and stuff like that, we'll wait and see as we get more information about set 12. A big part about that is also, well, we got Stoicheia and Dark States. Now we're getting Brentgate and... Are we
Probably
getting
Dragon.
Brentgate and Keter? Are we getting Brentgate and Dragon Empire? Are we getting Brentgate, Dragon Empire, and Keter?
I think we might get Gate Dragon and Keter in this one.
You know what needs to happen if that does happen? Hell, you know what needs to happen if there's 4 mask units in set 12?
Hmm?
The fucking mask needs to be in here too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's pretty obvious at that point that we need to get another print of mask.
Is it pretty obvious?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Well, let's hope it is. Anyway, we're going to move on to basically nothing. That's been it. That was the last bit of support news to talk about. End on a nice big bombshell. So, yeah, we're going to end this episode here and wait to see what Greed on Mass and other stuff has to offer. Ain't that right?
Yep.
Anyway, if you liked the video, please like, share with your friends, comment down below what you think other mask units in set 12 might be. But if you liked the video, please like, share with your friends. I already said that. Wow. I am losing it slowly. Anyway, if you like what we do, subscribe to the channel and ring that bell to get notified. Maybe even become a member for some extra perks. Follow us on all the socials. But with all that, I've been Philip.
This is Alex.
And before I completely lose my mind, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Woo!
There you go. Stop. 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 Take your hands off.